Is Heather not a doll?
She is.
Aw, she is just working her patootie off.
Yep.
But she's getting a brand new life that in the end, things are going to be much better for her. I think she's traveling the right road.
Yeah, I think so. You know what jumped out at me during this? Couple things. Number one, we're still hearing about learning by doing. How important it is. You've been visiting your kids' school. We need more doing for the kids, doing in a real world context so they understand why they're doing what they're doing.
That's what we were doing. We were measuring.
The other piece, and we talked about it off the air some, but the ongoing training, you're never finished.
Yeah,
You're
but
never
you know what?
finished
That
learning.
kind of depresses me. Because I'm one of those people who has goals and like, okay, I'm done with that. Now I want to move on.
Move on?
That's never the case.
No.
In almost any of the careers that we've looked at so far, is you have constant
learning. And if anything, it's accelerating, not getting slower. Because as technology and society advances, there's more and more to learn all the time.
I thought that was interesting too, that the technology of saving a life has changed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. The heart's going to beat the same way it has for 7 billion years. But he talks about Mr. Sim Man, that little fake man, who can help the guy on the other end control his adrenaline. I'm like, oh, me and Mr. Sim Man must meet soon. But I'm like, oh my God, that sounds like fun.
You know, the other thing that jumped out with Heather was that find your calling, and it's never too late.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, she's working really hard now, but she's going to work really hard for 3 or 4 months. Then she's going to know, she's going to take a break and say, okay, now I'm going to work as an EMT and I'm going to find out if this really is my calling.
That's the thing that jumped out to me is that why don't you go take a class or two? It would do all of us good to take an EMT class. Maybe you do find something you love. Or then again, maybe you check one off the list and go, hey, not for me.
Yeah, you know, the other piece, we don't spend enough time with high school kids talking to them about what do you want to do? What do you like to do? What are the behaviors you like to exhibit? Where might they fit into society in the workplace? What could you do so that you would be happy?
Kansas Career Pipeline, that's the place
Absolutely.
to start with
Kansas Career Pipeline is the place to start.
It's funny, I was with the president of Kansas Newman over the weekend, and Dr. Kuroki was talking about that. Oh my gosh, the Kansas Career Pipeline really can help you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh gosh, I've taken that. I did it wrong, but I'm going to go back and retake it.
Okay. You keep saying that.
I know. I have so many things to do.
I know. Your new life is awfully busy.
It is. And it's accomplishing nothing. Not even making any money. Oh well, I've got to work on that. But then again, I'll be back next time anyway, so we'll see you then.